I'm TJ with E-TransControl, and today we're going to talk about the Manumatic Combo Kit. In this kit, you get the Manumatic controller, you get the 2-inch digital gauge, and you also get the rocker box for controlling your shifts. As with any of our controllers, you get a wire harness that goes to the transmission and any other inputs. Get full color manuals, which we'll discuss a little further here shortly. Wiring instructions showing the controller, also showing any connectors to transmission plugs and those sort of things. So the cool thing about the Manumatic is that it's a very simple controller. It's full manual. There's no automatic settings here. So all you're doing is you've got one small jumper inside the box to convert it from a 60 series transmission to the 80 series GM transmission. Connection is very simple. We have a 10 pin or 10 connector connector here at the bottom, which you're connecting your inputs from. If you're using the rocker box, which is included with this kit, there's colored wires here, and in the instruction manual we show you which color goes to which number on this connector. So we're going to take a look at these, and this one happens to be stripped back properly, but if not, you may need to strip back a little wire with a pair of wire strippers to get the jacket back far enough to get the wires within the terminal strip. Here I'll show the black wire, which is the ground wire, and in here it needs to go to number 10 terminal, which is actually the ground terminal. So I'm going to put her in right here, number 10, and have a small screwdriver here that's just the right size for these terminal strips. And oops, I got the wrong side here. Another good practice is to twist the wires together. The small stranded wire seems to get spread apart and doesn't crimp good or connect good when it's in these compression connectors, unless they're twisted together. So I'm going to insert it in there, tighten up the screw, and then we're going to give it a little tug, make sure we're good connected. And from there we would just follow the rest of the instructions, connecting each wire color appropriately to the right input. Also on this connector you'll have an input for the map sensor or throttle position sensor. The controller itself has a black and pink wire coming out of the top of it here that you can see. Pink wire being your power to the controller, black wire of course being the ground to the controller. This is very important to have a good ground and good power. We recommend a 10 amp fuse coming from the ignition switch side, so power is turned off and on by the ignition switch of the vehicle. Also you have your wire harness, which simply plugs in, one going to the transmission. There's a connector here and just plugs in and it just snaps in place. There's a pink wire here that we use to provide power to the transmission solenoids. So you can tie this along with this pink wire and put the 10 amp fuse to both of those, which is sufficient. Now with this kit you also get the 2-inch digital gauge, which gives you gear, line pressure, and also torque converter condition, whether it's locked or unlocked, the torque converter clutch. This gauge is powered and gets its signals all through a telco type connector. This is a RJ45 type plug, similar to the Ethernet for computer networking. And so you have this one simple plug that just snaps into the controller. After you've installed the gauge, you've got 3 feet of cable here you can run through your dash, and then it just simply plugs in. And now you've got power and you've got visibility of what's going on with the transmission. Make certain that you follow all of your instructions. Wiring definitely is important. Setup on this controller is very limited. There's only a small jumper, which we indicate here in a little photo here showing where to change if you're using the 80s or using this on an 80 series transmission. So that's all of this controller. Very simple. Once you have it installed, you have the rocker box for doing your shifting, upshift, downshift, torque converter lock, and also you can adjust your line pressure here. Base line pressure is primarily adjusted by the map sensor or throttle position sensor, but you can add to that, increasing the line pressure for like a hard launch or racing, or you can lower it down and for street driving and more softer shifts. The other nice feature is we provide a bracket here that's adjustable for mounting it, so you can mount it on a console or next to your seat, and you have adjustability of the height and angle at which its position is. And that's pretty much it for this controller kit. We appreciate your business and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.